I'm dreaming of the road again, set free in the wind.
It has been a busy past 3-4 days. We had Mother's Day, I think a free day, and then my grandma's birthday, and then our oldest's birthday. And then yesterday we were trying to get the garden going, and we borrowed a tiller, but it was just not doing the trick because the grass is just a little too tall. So we're gonna have to make a little makeshift with our new equipment piece, which is a skid steer. But I'm going to show you how I am introducing our new baby ducklings to our other baby ducklings. So probably around March 19th, 18th, is before our anniversary, and our anniversary is the 23rd of March. So it was before then. I went and got 8 chicks and 6 ducklings. And then later on, I went and got 13 chicks. So I kind of had them around each other, and the ducklings kind of started being a little mean to the chicks, so I separated them and so on and so forth. Eventually I put them into our chicken coop while we were building this duck coop. It's not exactly finished yet. We ran out of zip ties and we had to put the tarp on, and I need to put rocks around the coop, so I'm not leaving the baby ducks out. Anyways, so everyone's together, and I basically let them out so that way they have more room and stuff, and they're doing really great. There's that creek right there. I'm going to show you how I'm introducing these ducklings, because when I bring them out to the older ducks, they actually try to run them off and try to run them into another creek, and I can't always sit there and watch them, and then they run into the wooded area, and they're fast little boogers. So what I now have a separate spot, and we're actually on day 4 or 5 of doing this, and probably after about a week. Temperatures last night I checked, it was around like 1 a.m. and it was like 75 degrees out, so I'm gonna wait another week or 2 before I actually let them stay out during the night as well. I've actually been up to a lot. So we went on a hike, the boys and I took this basket, found that in a estate sale, and we went and picked out some flowers just around the property, and that was actually fun. And I just put it here. I was going to put it inside, but I'm just leaving it out here because I brought this table out. I know, it needs some love. I want to paint it black, but when I put this out, it was actually raining, and it's about to rain it anyways, but I'm going to have to like sand it and stuff, and I really want to paint that black because it will match the lights. But I put one of the spider plants out here. The other 2 were actually on the front porch. My mom got me some succulents. So I actually split some, and I put one here, took some off, and I'm going to try to make some more plants. Then I planted some wildflower seeds in here. It looks like I'm already getting a bloom. I also planted them in here. I also have a bloom there. And then I took one of the babies off of the spider plants so I could make another one. Oh my gosh. And these little fellers are everywhere. I don't know if you can hear them right now, but they're screaming their heads off. We're actually supposed to get some thunderstorms and some rain, and it's actually saying now a flood watch. That's supposed to be starting until 12 p.m. These conditions are expected by 12 p.m. Okay, but I'm actually not mad that we're going to be getting rain. One, because the creek is starting to dry up a little bit. We don't have like the consistent water flow. We actually get it from like our hillside, so that's why I love when it rains. There is a couple times out of the year, like mainly like in the middle of summer when it actually dries up. I have 2 light bulbs charging right now. That way if the power does end up going out, we have some light source. I also have some batteries because I have some battery operated lights I have on the cabinets. That way that adds a little bit of light source as well. But the ducks love the rain. So these little babies have gotten so big already. You can already tell they're starting to get their feathers too. So that's a good sign. Okay, you gotta be gentle, baby. Just here. Hold over here. They're not like chickens. Here, you gotta be deep. Alright, set them down quickly. And here's this one. The amount of patience I have to teach myself when it comes to allowing our boys to help with these, because they want to be involved. I want them to fall in love with this lifestyle. It's definitely one I have to pray for daily. I got the babies in a box, and I'm going to take them out to the coop. Let's go. this way. Okay, I need to add water into their thing, but this is one thing I really want to show you all. For like the past week, when I first put them out here, the big ducks tried bumping their heads to try to get to the baby ducks. But now, most of the time that they actually just sit here. Okay, and then there's Lucy. But they have a little shelter, their little duck house. They have places to where they forage. I have food, and I'm going to put water in there so they can swim. The older ducks will actually come here, and they'll just try to mingle. Before they were actually trying to be mean, but I think that they're actually kind of trying to be civil right now. But the past couple times, when I come out to check on everybody, the big ducks are actually laying by the duck coop, like right against the wire, like as a little flock, like they're laying there. And then the baby ducks are also laying there. So they're kind of laying together, but they're obviously separated. So that's like something that I've noticed, and hopefully is a good sign. Hi, Miss Ma'am. Oh, hello. Okay, got it loud and clear. Excuse me. No. One for Smokey. And one for Gray. Our little farm cats. Our little outdoor farm cats. Oh goodness, I look like a rat dog. But basically, short story short, the best advice I can give you is it just helps if you give them a chance to be exposed to each other. I did this with our older chickens, with the baby chicks and the ducklings. I actually allowed them to kind of free range near each other. I would also take snacks and make it to where they had to be near each other. Obviously the pecking order would happen, especially with the older chickens. They would also do it to ducks, but when the ducks got a little bit bigger, because obviously they grow quicker than the chicks do, but when they got bigger, they didn't really pick on them as much. They still kind of picked them on the chicks. But when I actually moved them into the coop, I actually ended up more space. The trick of that is, obviously, I need to build a bigger house. Besides the garden, that is also my next project in building a bigger little coop, little house area. I actually kind of want to build something like a shed-like. That way, next year, if we end up with roosters, I would like to allow some of the chickens to actually hatch their own chicks. That way, I don't really have to buy some. So that's why I want to like build something bigger. That way I don't have to worry about doing that next year, or so on and so forth. Now with the ducks, I would like to separate them because I think I have some drakes. I actually think I have 4 drakes out of the rowan. That's an issue. Obviously, drakes can kill your chicken hens when it comes to mating season, or even just in general. If you have a drake like one, and you have a good duck ratio, like hen wise, then it should be fine. But I really don't want males, but I'm also fine with just having one. And obviously I got 3 more. So I'm just kind of waiting to see the potential, how many drakes and stuff I have of that. Real quick before it starts pouring, we actually have a lot turning in, but there's still a little bit of green, but there's a bug there. But yeah, we're actually having a few that's doing that. The raspberries, still nothing. I'm coming. And our strawberries, we had 2 growing, and then suddenly they were clipped off. Like literally clipped off. I don't know, I don't know. So, but there's more growing, it's fine. The grape is thriving, literally. I need to get a bigger one of these. I did this last year, but I'm gonna need a bigger one. We're doing good so far. So basically, your key points.
Mama.
if you're gonna put them in the coop with your chickens and stuff, even if you don't have ducks and you want to add more, yes, you need space on the ground, but also adding space up is key. Like a bunch of roosting posts. I do tree branches, I mean, you know, whatever, a little area that to swing on. Like, they use it all, trust me. They love roosting. And then obviously when you're introducing new babies to your flock, definitely recommend, the safest route that I figured out is just exposure. But when you're adding to the flock, I think the best thing that I have learned is easiest for me is just letting them free range, letting them be introduced, whether you're supervising them or not. I like to have them also learn how to be outside and stuff, because I do let them free range. So probably about like a week, maybe 2 weeks, just depends. After a week, I am going to actually let them back out and see if the older ducks accept them and aren't trying to run them off and like pick on them. And if they aren't trying to pick on them and run them off, then I'm just gonna let them be with them. I'll let them go in the big coop until I finish the duck coop. I gotta do a couple tweaks to it. And after that, then I'll move them all together, and then we'll see how many drakes I have and go from there. But even with, you know, it is storming. But I'm gonna sit here with the kiddos, watch this storm go by, and enjoy it. I just figured I would kind of show you like a little tidbit of how I'm introducing new little babies to our flock. Hopefully you kind of enjoyed and hopefully you got like something. If you still have some questions, drop them down below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe and try to make sure to find some beauty in today. Bye guys. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Let's wave up. Say bye.